So HumanKind 3 has just updated. They had a massive update. They have introduced a lot of things, but they also removed a few things that a lot of people do not like. So today we'll be going over it. So to start off, let's talk about the tech tree, which is the most important update in my opinion. And by the way, the only way you can press and see the tech tree is in the main menu. So you will have to restart your life every time you want to press this tech tree. And when you press it, you see all these options that you can unlock. Now there's these darkened options, which means you can't unlock them. It's locked. Nobody can unlock them at all because they haven't been implemented into the game yet. Obviously, because we still haven't received Renaissance, Industrial, or Modern Era. Soon it will be unlockable for us. Maybe I can get a sneak peek early, Derek. Please, maybe. But yeah, they're locked for now. But for now, these are all the things that are unlockable, except these three right here, which is writing, religion, and bank. They will come in the future updates. It has been confirmed. For now, we can't unlock these at all. We can unlock all of these from all these ages. And as you can see, I did unlock all of them. And not gonna lie, it did take me a lot of time to unlock. Maybe like 12 hours, I want to say. It did take a lot of time to grind, but we finally got it. I unlocked it all. One thing I do want to mention is that to unlock all these available options, you will need life points, which is down here. If you don't want to be grinding for 12 hours like me, you can go into the main menu and press this green button and you can buy life points without wasting time. It also does support the developer. The best option is to get the 1.4k life points for 1.5k Robux. That's the best option to unlock all of the things in the tech tree for now. Now, if you do want to support the game because it is the best game ever, you can buy the 3,000 life points for 3k Robux, to support Derek in the whole game. And once you buy these life points, you can instantly unlock anything you want here in the tech tree. Now, a few things I want to mention is that your life points save, so they don't get removed. They always stay in your tech tree and your game and new servers, whatever. They stay, your life points stay, they never leave. That's it. And also another thing I do want to mention is that once you buy something with life points, it's permanent. It stays forever and you don't ever have to unlock it ever again. Now, before going into further detail into what these things do individually, I do want to point out a lot of these things that are here have already been in the game before this updates, but now they are just locked. They were free, but now they have been locked. So we will be skipping over them. And if you want to know which one we will be skipping over, it's livestock, tailoring, brewing, horse domestication, justice system, furniture, specialized weapons. These have all been free before, but now they have been locked. So we will simply be skipping over them because I feel like a lot of players have already seen what these do. So yeah, we will be talking about the new things. But before that, I do want to point out that if you are wondering or saving up your life points and wondering what to get, I would suggest getting horse domestication, specialized weapons first. Now, if you're wondering which ones I would go in order, I would go horse first, weapons second, and then justice third. The reason for this is because you need horses to go and get stuff, materials, and it's very important. If you're an old player, you do know that horses are very important in the game. So yeah, that's why horses first, and then weapons. Weapons, you need to protect yourself or attack. Basically, it's very important. If you know, you know. And justice system third, mainly because if you do something bad like steal a horse or kill your own teammate, then you will need this. Yeah, if you're saving up, save up for these two first, and then after that you can go crazy with whichever you want. Now, before moving into what the new things do, which if you don't know, it's pyramid, military structure, Colosseum, Notre Dame, siege engine, feudalism. We'll be going into those later on, but let's talk about how to get life points and everything about life points because I know it can get very confusing. Now, there are multiple ways to get life points. The first way to get life point is from positive karma, and all you have to do is simply go into a temple and then sit down, and if a priest is preaching, then you start getting this green bar that fills up, and every time you have positive karma, you get 1 life point every 1 minute. Now, a big note is that once karma is full, once the green bar is full, it lasts 16 minutes before it's gone, and then you have to go back and gain more karma. Another thing is that if you either have no karma, then you don't get any life points at all, and if you have negative karma, basically the red karma, you also don't earn life points. And in order to go from red to green, you have to go into a justice court and get judged by a defender, and then that will erase your negative red karma, and then you can start gaining green karma. Now the other way to get life points is to become a priest and then pick up just random corpses and then take those corpses to the cemetery, bury them, and that gives you 1 life point. Now if you don't have jack of all trades, I do not recommend you doing this at all, because it is not worth it, especially when not a lot of corpses show up in a random civilization. So yeah, I would avoid doing this, but it's just a fun fact on how to get life points. Now the third way to get life points is to simply go into the temple, where you will be able to trade 25 coins for 1 life point if you have enough coins. And that's pretty much it. Overall, the fastest way in my opinion to get a lot of life points is to simply get the karma, the positive karma, and sit down and then make sure to get it full. Then after getting that positive karma, go and work and sell stuff or something, get the coins, and then you will be able to trade that, and it makes it much faster to get life points. It's very hard, and you can take easier routes, like for example you can become a noble and simply sit AFK and collect coins, but there is a risk of people killing you simply because nobody likes nobles, by the way, because they just sit around and do nothing in HumanKind 3. But you can do that honestly, take the risk, but honestly I would rather be helping my civilization grow, and I could do that by getting a lot of ores from being extractor and then selling them, and that really does get you a lot of money. Or you can become farmer and sell a lot of crops if no one else is being farmer. But anyways, that's all of the options and ways to get life points to unlock the things from the tech tree. And speaking about the tech tree, let's talk about the new things you can unlock in the tech tree. Only the new things, remember. The first one being the siege weapon, which requires the engineer to make. You have to be an engineer to make the siege weapon, and it costs 5 steel ingots and 20 timber frame. And then once you build it, it can no longer move anywhere else. It has no wheels. I don't know if they're planning to add any wheels, but it's permanent in its place. You can aim it right and left, and you can fire 2, maybe even 4. I haven't tested it yet, but you can fire 2 at the same time, and you can aim them wherever you want, but they cannot move at all. They stay there permanently. And another thing I do want to say is that anyone can fire them, anyone can use them. So yeah, watch out for that if anyone uses it. And they could use it on YouTube because it does have friendly fire. You can kill your own teammates, which is low-key funny. And I 100% know that somebody is gonna use this to troll their own civilization and kill people. And I have seen reports that you can kill people inside buildings with this thing. It doesn't like break the building, but the rock goes through the building and then it kills the player. It makes sense, especially since like the mechanics of the rock, it's kind of weird, but it like splashes, as you can see in this gameplay, and then it kills anyone that is near it. Also, another thing I do want to add is that this is one hit. This, like, even you can have the best gear, you can have steel armor, and this kills you in one hit. I don't know if that's a glitch or not, but yeah, that's very OP, and I can definitely see someone using this to troll in the future. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you place it down, you can aim it, and then you can fire it, and then it throws a big rock and then kills anyone who is in its range. This is such a cool feature, and I absolutely love it. I do want to see it used in a war, and I do plan on doing that in the future, and maybe I'll do a video on it, most likely. But yeah, it's such a cool weapon, and I do recommend getting it if you want, because it's so cool. You can use it to attack a civilization. It's very OP. It doesn't get buildings, by the way. It doesn't like break the buildings, but it still kills people in one hit, and that's very OP to me already, especially if you know where to aim it to fire. And yeah, it's such a cool weapon. But let's move on to the next thing that I want to talk about, which is the 3 wonders of the world. I will be going over the 3 wonders of the world, what they do, and which one is more important, because they do have different stuff that they do. So let's start off talking about the Colosseum, which is the least expensive and least important building, in my opinion, out of the 3 wonders of the world. It requires the noble to build it, so you have to be in the noble role, and it requires 10 iron ingots, 20 plank, and 60 concrete blocks. And the main reason for its, importance, why it's the least important and why it costs less is mainly because it literally does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. It's just there for looks. Derek said it himself. And even though it has no use at all, it does look very beautiful. Here are some shots for it. It's very beautiful. Once you go in, you just feel like you're ready to fight, and you're gonna fight lions or something. I don't know, but yeah, there's some stairs that you can walk on. There's also this entrance which for some reason I can't go through. It doesn't work. I don't know if that's a glitch, Derek, but yeah, there's some stairs. Anyways, there's some stairs that goes up here, and then I can't get past it again. I don't know if that's supposed to do that or not, but the stairs up here lead up to the throne, which it looks so cool. The king can sit here. Just imagine the king sitting there, and then civilizations having like big warrior events here and just fighting in front of a lot of people. That would look so cool. But yeah, basically this is the Colosseum. Once you enter it, like this is a view as the warrior. It just looks so cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's very cool. It's a very cool building. But like I said, it has no use really besides looking very cool. Maybe there could be some features in the future. Maybe there can be like throwing money at the warriors or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas for it to be a use. But anyways, moving on to the second wonder of the world, and by far the most important in my opinion, which is Notre Dame. Now, in order to build this beautiful building, it requires you to be in the priest role, and then it requires 60 ashlar blocks, 20 timber frames, and 20 stained glass. This is by far, in my opinion, the most hardest building to build, but it's also the best option to get if you're gonna get the three wonders of the world. Now, after you build it, it looks absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it just looks stunning, bro. Like, here are some shots, beautiful, especially when you go inside. Like, whoa, like it just unbelievable. I didn't know you can make something like this in Roblox. I never seen something like this in Roblox. Like, it's absolutely crazy. It's amazing. And the thing is, like, HumanKind 3 has just started. It's like relatively new, and in my opinion, it's new. It's a very new game, and so many things are gonna be added, and like, this is absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to see more things to come, more buildings to come. I'm absolutely excited. But yeah, this is Notre Dame is the best building of the three wonders of the world, like I said, simply because when you go inside and you become a priest, the karma is absolutely fast. Like, it goes up so fast, like in 10 seconds. As you can see, it's so fast. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Notre Dame, you can exchange 20 coins for 1 life point instead of 25 coins for 1 life point, like in the regular temple. But anyways, like I said, it's so beautiful. You can go upstairs, you can see, upstairs everything. There's like 3 floors. You can see outside the whole civilization. I had no words when I saw this. I was literally so like, wow, it's crazy. It looks so cool, bro. Here are some more shots if you want to see. I'm excited to see what people do with this wonder of the world in the future, because I have seen people roleplay church or worshiping in temples, but with this, it's like so much bigger. You can feel like the whole server, and it just looks crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It looks very cool. It gives you very fast karma, and you can exchange 20 coins for 1 life point. And that's pretty much it. Now let's talk about the final and third wonder of the world, which is the beautiful pyramid. It can be made by only the priest, and it needs 100 stone blocks to be built. Now, in my opinion, this is the second most important building that you want to get out of the wonders of the world, because you can bury people. And remember, you can only bury people as a priest, so keep that in mind. And the thing is with this pyramid is that when you bury people, you get 3 life points instead of 1, unlike when you bury someone in the cemetery. In the pyramid, you get way more life points. But one thing that you do have to know about the pyramid for now is that it hasn't been updated yet, so it gives you 1 life points instead of 3. Derek said he's gonna update that later, so it can give you 3 life points per person you bury, but for now it only gives you 1 life points. And as you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful. It has all these writings on the wall. I forgot what they're called, sorry. But and then you have all these like things you can bury, the mummy things that you can bury people in. And then you have in the middle right here a beautiful like pharaoh tomb where that you can bury the king or something if you're role playing or something like that. But it's so cool. It looks so cool. It does work like the cemetery kind of. Like I said, it's gonna give you 3 life points instead of 1 in the future. But for now, it's only giving you 1 life points, and you can write the person's name and a short description, and then it shows up. And maybe in the future they can add an update where the person can revive. And that's a very good idea. They can revive or something like that. Like I said, it's just ideas, but maybe, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But anyways, here's some more shots of the beautiful pyramid. It's a beautiful building. I'm guessing they're gonna add more wonders of the world later on, but for now we only got these 3. But I'm very excited to see what other buildings we will be getting in the future. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the pyramid and the 3 wonders of the world. Like I said, Notre Dame is gonna be my first option to get if I would get something out of these 3, and then the second option would be pyramid, and then the third would be Colosseum. Also, one thing I do want to mention is that these 3 wonders of the worlds are permanent and they don't leave the server at all. Even if your civilization dies, they're obviously, wonders of the world, so they stay there forever, and you don't really own it, so it's more like part of the games. The game owns it, so it stays there forever. And yeah, now moving on to the military camp, which only the noble can make, and it requires 20 stone blocks, 10 cotton, and 10 planks to build. And then once you build it, as you can see, you can go up to the throne as noble and then control how many max soldiers you can let in to the army, because this is like your army, so you can control how many people you can get in, up to 1,000. I don't know, the number just keeps going up. It has no limits. But the salary also goes up. You can put it as much as you want, but it starts off at $1 every 5 minutes, meaning that you will give them $1 of your own money every 5 minutes that they are in your army. And then here you can shout to the army only, and they will hear whatever you say. And then soldiers right here, call army. When you call army, basically it just teleports everyone in your army to this space, and they come instantly to you. This is a very cool feature, and I can't wait to see people fighting amongst each other, because I bet people will have their own little armies within the civilization. But yeah, that's pretty much it for military structure, and let's move on. Now let's talk about feudalism, which is also part of this new update. Basically, you can tax people around you. You need to have the noble role on, and then you have to build the mods. And then after you build the mods, you can go inside, sit in the throne, and then you can press this option, feudalism. This only appears for the noble and only for the mods if you have the mods built. And then as you can see, noble, as a feudal noble, you can tax surrounding buildings based on the settings below. Radius is based on your level times 20 studs. So the radius for now is 0 studs because my level is 0. Obviously I need to level up. So the higher level you have as a noble, the more farther the radius to be able to tax is, it's longer. So yeah, as you can see, since I'm level 0, my radius is 0 studs, so I can basically tax nobody. So let me level up, and then I'll show you when it changes. All right, so I have leveled up to level 2. I couldn't really level up that much because the score was tier 1, and as anyone knows, tier 1 gives you very low XP, so it doesn't really help. But anyways, let's see the radius has gone up by 40 studs. So yeah, every time your level goes up by 1, you receive 20 studs, and your radius grows bigger, and you can tax more buildings. And as you can see here, it says tier 1 equals $1 per building, basically meaning this is what this means. It basically means since this mod is a level 1 mod, then you receive $1 per building, and every time you level up the mod to level 2, level 3, level 4, and the max level, then the money you receive per building goes up. So yeah, let's test this with a tier 1 building. Let's see how many buildings I can get. Request tax. Sorry guys, you receive 0 tax from, okay, what? So I guess I should have leveled up more and received more studs, because 40 studs isn't enough, because there's obviously farms in here. So I probably should have leveled up. But anyways, this is the reason why you want to level up as noble to up to level 50, which is the max level, which gives you the ability to tax to a radius up to 1,000 studs, which according to Derek is the whole entirety of Western Europe. Now, even though it's a cool feature, I don't really suggest doing it all the time because people will hate you for taxing them. But whatever you want to do, take the risk. All right, now let's talk about the infrastructure funds, which is also new. Basically, this is really easy. You can send in tax. I'm sorry, guys. Let's send a tax of $2. You have to be king, by the way. And as you can see, I paid tax. Everyone paid taxes, and I received $44. And now I have 125. No, 125. I say dollars, coins. 125 coins. And then I can add it to the infrastructure funds. I'll buy 20. It says $20, 20 coins each. And as you can see, let me just add it. Let me just add it all. And then everyone can see how much money is in it. 99 for now. Now there's 160 coins in the infrastructure funds, meaning that whoever's engineer and builds roads and walls can earn money, get money from this. And also every time you put money, it takes money from your own pocket. So yeah, basically this is why you want to tax. The only reason why you would want to tax, and you gotta tell that to people because sometimes people will get mad and just think you're taxing for no reason. And that's pretty much it. A few notes I do want to say, things that they removed is that they removed karma outputs. For those who don't know, if you're new, it doesn't really affect you, but if you're an old player, basically what karma did, you do know that karma gave you 2 times production on everything. So if you were a blacksmith and you made one weapon, without karma you would only make one weapon, but if you had karma as a blacksmith and you made a weapon, you could make 2 weapons. And same with all the other roles. It was very OP. Derek said he removed it, and now karma only gives you life points, which is still good, but yeah, it was a very OP thing. Another thing is that merchants can only buy stuff from other civilizations. You couldn't do that in game. And before this update, you could go as a non-merchant and go into another civilization and buy stuff from them. But now, in order to buy something from another civilization that you're not part in, you have to be a merchant. Tax was also removed from market, which is good. School should be fixed. Throne should also be fixed. There is a glitch still going on. I don't know if it has been fixed yet, but there can be 2 kings in a civilization. So yeah, the UI has been cleaned a little bit. It looks very good, and salaries have also increased. You can see this as a noble. And finally, a button to send messages on console. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all for this update. It's a very cool update. Beautiful buildings, by the way, Derek. It all is a good update. All the features are very good. None of them are really game breaking. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I am going to be making other videos. I'm 100% gonna be making different tutorials for every single role. So stay tuned for that. If you want to see them, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions. I can answer them. Let me know if you have any other video ideas for the future. And yeah, that's pretty much it.